I see Jamie Dobb down there, and Jamie said after the Grand Prix at Hawkston when he finished 4th overall, the crowd urged him on. Kurt and David, let's start with Kurt first. How did the crowd help you today? I know you passed some comments to me earlier.
I've never ever heard so much noise in my life. You really couldn't hear your engine when you were going around. All you could hear was people screaming and shouting, and I just wanted to give it my all, and I did.
And what about you, Dave? I think they're trying to give us some action replays, aren't they? Well, how did it affect you?
It was absolutely brilliant. I mean, I shall remember this day as long as I'm alive. It was fantastic.
And of course, congratulations are in order. At last you've broken the jinx of Farleigh Castle, haven't you?
Yeah, it was very hard work in the second race, it was very hard work in the second race, but thankfully I got to the front and I finally won a Grand Prix at Farleigh Castle.
You must be. Where's Jeff?
Hello? He's on a kangaroo somewhere.
Hey, don't forget, we've got a British 1, 2, 3, because we sent his predecessors out there because he was a naughty boy here, and he's come back and pinched the position here, so let's fetch in Jeff Leisk. Where are you, Jeff? Come on. Come on, Jeff. Where are you? Right your way first. Here he comes. On goes the sponsored jersey en route. Tell you what, Jeff must be the only man I've seen today with 2 jerseys on. But let's just give him an English welcome. He's coming. No, let's give him a sporting one, shall we? Come on, Jeff, where are you? Here he is! Congratulations. Kurt was telling me something though. He said, I wished Eric could have beaten Jeff in that second race. I could have had 2nd overall then. But Eric wasn't going to get near you, was he, today?
I wasn't going to let him. I mean, he was coming on pretty hard at the final laps, but saw the 2-lap board, and I knew I had a little lead on him, so I think I had enough to keep him behind me.
What about this bloke Thorpe? He's a little bit special, isn't he?
Yeah, he is going too bloody fast today. He's slowing down a little bit, but no, I can only congratulate David. He was riding super today. Couldn't touch him, so it's his credit.
Conditions, I think, were hard today. Conditions were hard. Did the energy get sapped as the races went on?
Possibly a little bit. I mean, it was pretty rough and pretty choppy in the second race, and you know, the weather didn't cool down too much, so it was still quite hot and hard, and it wasn't an easy race. So it was difficult out there.
So where do you go to after today, Jeff? You've got an international race next weekend, have you?
Yeah, I got a race in Belgium on Wednesday. So.
And then, of course, you're down to Le Gippy, I think, in the south of France next Sunday, aren't you?
That's right. Yeah.
There's a certain bloke named Thorpe, and I think a certain bloke called Nickel going to the same meeting, so they might just be rattling the chains again.
I can't get rid of these guys. They follow me around.
They like that, but I'm sure they mean no harm. Well, I don't know how many people there will be at Namur out of this crowd, but I'll tell you what I've got. I've got one message for Eric, and I think David will endorse this. David's had his home Grand Prix today, but he's going to have his 2nd home Grand Prix in Belgium, aren't you, fella? Because there's going to be that. And now, with that figure reversed now, how do you feel? Has it sunk in yet? You've done it 2 weeks on the trot, you bugger, haven't you?
You know, I've been very lucky, but we worked very hard after America. So my whole team, all the success that we're getting now, my father and Honda, my wife and Richard, we work very, very hard, and everything's paying off, and I just hope we can keep it up for the next 3 Grand Prix.
I even noticed at the end of the race down in your camp, even Dipstick was running around wagging his tail. For those people who don't know who Dipstick is, that Sticky Dye's dog. He's got a black dog with a tiny little tip that's white on the end of his tail. He's about 9 years old, the old rascal is now. But he was running round the camp, his tail was going 18th a dozen. David, let's talk a little bit about that second race. What happened? Did you miss the start?
No, I mean, that's about average for my type of start. I mean, that first race, it's the first time I've led a Grand Prix for about 3 or 4 years.
I was going to say, that first race, you couldn't say you had a sluggish start?
No, I mean, that was a whole new ball game for me. I didn't really know what to do. But, the second race, Kurt and George come together on top of the track, and George slipped down, and I caught the back and slipped down. But fortunately, I managed to keep the bike going. And then it was just hard work, and with the crowd like they were absolutely fantastic. It was just, I got one, then I went on to the next, and then finally I come up to Jeff, and then I was in the lead, and it was absolutely great.
Well, I looked at that gap, and Roger Harvey was with me in the commentary box in the woods. Harvey says, Thorpe is there, he says, he's got a clear road, Leisk can look out, 2 laps, he'll be gone. 1.5 laps was the precise time. sorry, Jeff. What was your thought at the time when David was behind you and you were in the lead?
Actually, kind of stuck up on me. I saw Kurt and I think Eric behind me, and next thing I knew, David was right behind me, and then he was in front of me.
I think I know how you missed him. Because you, over in the woods, you consistently looked back when you looped round the tree. And you looked across once, and you couldn't see David. And I'll tell you why. You was looking down there for him. He was right behind you, coming round the tree, and I think you genuinely missed him.
I'm going to get some mirrors on my bike.
Well, I'm sure Honda can arrange that for you. Kurt. Talk to us about the second race. Can you tell us roughly what was going through your head in that race?
Yeah, I've had a little bit of a bad time for the last sort of month, 5 weeks, and I've been trying as hard as I can, but I haven't been riding well enough to give it 100%.